Also a Wood Brothers JTG Racing truck, Kelly Byers, another rookie. He's driving the 16 this week, and that's opened the door for a veteran. Mark Martin back in the Truck Series tonight. He'll drive that 21 machine. You may remember Krista last year. He went to Victory Lane here at California. He's had a good truck all weekend, and he'll be a driver to watch here tonight. Ray Dunlap.
Randy Kaiser takes the pace truck back down pit road. The field in the hands of Mark Martin in that number 21. Mike Skinner will be right behind him. And then it's our defending series champion Todd Bodine in third. Green flag back in the air.
Well, Mark got a good start.
Top 10 trucks stayed on the racetrack.
That means that's a lot of good trucks that those guys that pitted have to fight their way through. I didn't see a big enough advantage when Mark and those guys got tires and Johnny didn't, for them to be able to make up that difference.
I tell you, Matt Crafton is making some nice moves on the high side. He went 3 wide all the way through 1 and 2 and passed some trucks. There's Eric Darnell, the 99. Here comes Matt Crafton, the 88. Watch Matt Crafton. Watch Matt Crafton. Remember, he's one of the trucks that pitted.
Yeah,
so he has fresh tires.
They're already up into the top 10, so have to see how these tires hold up for Mark Martin and Mike Skinner. Skinner is all over Martin.
Took a peek to the outside. Now he's going to drive down to the inside.
Mark Martin with a good run up high, though, will hold off Mike Skinner. At a 2 down the back stretch. Mark Martin with the lead on Skinner.
No pressure off the back. No pressure.
That's Mike Skinner's spotter, Mike Swain, telling him he's got nobody pressuring him from behind to concentrate on Mark Martin.
We heard those guys, Mark talking to his crew during the pit or during the caution flag there. I thought that was pretty interesting. His main comment: Skinner's got a lot of motor in that Toyota.
He said, "We're going to give him a shootout here."
There's a side-by-side battle for fourth. Jack Sprague on the inside. Todd Bodine on the outside. 2 Tundras battling it around this 2-mile tri-oval at California Speedway. Adam.
Well, you guys talked about the machine of Jack Sprague, the Toyota, the inside of Todd Bodine, as you watch on your screen. May remember when they pitted back at lap 53, they had an issue. Dropped from a spot in the top 5 to 11th. The reason is they dropped lug nuts when they were changing the left front tire. Jack has made up 6th position since, and as you can see, he has a truck that's capable of finishing in the top 5 here tonight. Ray?
Well, Jeff Hensley said, I don't know if we made the right call on that, calling out to Mike Skinner, and Skinner said, it is what it is. We're going to work with what we've got. Skinner trying to make a move on Mark Martin.
He's got to catch him. And right now, Mark Martin is looking strong in front of Mike Skinner.
Yeah, they're within a half a second, though. Mike Skinner's right where he needs to be. He's got 23 laps left to try to do something with Mark Martin.
And you see Mark Martin wandering around there. He's not lost. He knows what he's doing. He's just trying to get that air off the back of his truck away from Skinner so that Skinner has to run through dirty air. He wants to move around right now. He'll probably go. There he goes to the bottom, and Skinner just following right along behind him.
Stay in that clean air.
And remember, these guys are going to be close on fuel now. We know, or at least we feel as though that caution flag gave them enough insurance to get to the end of the race, providing we don't have a green-white checker, that is. But
and we have one of those every
now and then. We have some of those green-white checkers.
I think it's interesting, Mark running kind of low on that backstretch. It's really rough down there, Phil.
We've had a lot of radio communication back and forth between Skinner and spotter. Let's take a listen at what just took place as he was trying to get by Mark Martin.
When I get up on him, I get too tight right there. Got 10-4, you see that. We're just so line sensitive.
That's Mike Skinner talking about when he gets right up on Mark Martin, he gets tight. That means he gets aero tight because he loses that clean air on the front of his truck that pushes down the front of his truck and makes it turn.
Let's take a look at tonight's Stay in the Game with Just for Men moment.
Strategy is a Just for Men moment. Mark Martin stayed on the racetrack when the most recent caution flag came out. Some of his other competitors came down pit road, got fresh tires. Mark Martin has been able to stay out with his older tires and actually open up the lead.
And this could be a Just for Men moment for 2 ways. He could either win or run out of gas because of his moment. So it'd either be good or bad, but it is definitely the moment.
Mark Martin stay in the game with Just for Men hair color. strategy. The Just for Men moment, and Mark Martin driving that number 21 Bad Boys Mowers. A 21 driven in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series has never been to victory lane. In 290, this is the 294th race. It could be the first time. Looks as though he's going to try to duplicate that feat.
We're going to have a single file restart, Ray. Mark Martin's in the lead. Mike Skinner right behind him.
I'll tell you, it could be a really big night for John Monson tonight here. He is crew chiefing this number 21 for Wood Brothers JTG Racing. His first win in this series came back in 1997 with Ron Hornaday. Then in 2000, he won with Rick Corelli driving. Then we saw him win with Dennis Setzer and Mike Bliss, both in 2002, and John Wood in 2003. He has won with 5 different drivers. Mark Martin tonight could make it 6.
Single file line coming to the green flag. 9 laps of racing to go. Mark Martin in front of the field.
He needs to keep Mike Skinner behind him. Watch him go. Watch him block to the bottom. He's not going to get there.
Here comes Mike Skinner. They're side by side as they go through 1 and 2.
And look who's lurking, Ron Hornaday, Mr. Restart. He's going to drive up underneath Skinner off 2. That's just what Mark Martin wanted to see. Those 2 side by side will allow him to shoot off ahead of those guys.
It looked like Mike Skinner got down there and lost the front end, had to get out of the throttle. That allowed Mark to drive back by on the outside. Meanwhile, Ron Hornaday's wiggling on the inside.
Ron drove by Skinner.
Hornaday hooking that white line as he made his way through 3 and 4.
Mike. All right, get focused. You're the man. No pressure off the back.
That worked out as well as possible, as well as it could have for Mark Martin. Skinner got a run on him. He chopped him off. That slowed Skinner's momentum and gave Hornaday a chance to get up beside him, giving Mark a break, giving Mark some room that he needed.
Meanwhile, this race may come down to this restart right here. We've got probably the best guy in NASCAR running second in Ron Hornaday, and we've got one of the greatest drivers in the history of our sport, Mark Martin, leading. I would not want to see Ron Hornaday in my mirror right now, would you, Michael?
I might have to not play this restart as normal as I might the others, because he's got to do something. He's got to switch it up a little bit on Hornaday here. He underseed him there. He's got him low down.
Whoa. Look at that. Ron Hornaday is going to spin Mark Martin at the start. The green flag has come out. Mark Martin has spun into the infield.
And we got a new leader.
Mike Skinner took over the top spot, but the caution has come back out.
Who was leading when the caution flew?
I think Mike Skinner was leading when the caution flew.
Out. Get ready, boys. Got 4 tires.
We're going to have to take a look at that and see if Mark
4 tires, a little bit of fuel here.
Remember what I told you about he needed to mix that restart up? He did just that, but only that plan I had didn't work so well, because he just tries to bring him down slow. Hornaday gets in the back of him and gets those tires a spinning. You lift that back bumper off the ground, Phil, and those tires will start spinning. You're not getting anywhere.
That's exactly what happened. When the truck came back down, it was actually aimed towards the outside wall. Mark had to turn it left, and when he did, the thing came around. Watch this.
I think you could get in trouble for spinning out the leader.
I was going to say, does Mark Martin, does he have a gripe here with Ron Hornaday, and does NASCAR say anything about it?
Well, the thing you have to think about is Mark was switching it up a little bit. He had a slow start, and he doesn't deserve to get run over, but NASCAR will look at every possible explanation as to why that might have happened, and I don't look for him to do anything to Hornaday for that.
Nonetheless, a horrible break for Mark Martin. It's been so good this entire race, and now he finds himself all the way back at the very tail end. Hey, let's remember what happened just a few moments ago. This is the restart. We talked about how Ron Hornaday was the worst thing could happen to Mark Martin being in his mirror on this restart, but we didn't think it was going to be quite this bad.
No, Mark switched it up like I thought would be a good idea, but then Ron got in the back of him. That's why trucks don't bump draft at Daytona. The bumpers don't match up. Ron got in the back of Mark and just turned him around.
And when the back wheels came back down on the racetrack, Mark's truck was pointed towards the outside wall. He had to correct it, and when he did, it turned left.
Ron Hornaday talking with the NASCAR officials. Not sure if that's talking or if it's...
He's explaining his side of that restart. It looked like he was mouthing that Mark Martin backed off is why he got into him. And when the rear wheels are off the ground, they're not going to go forward that much.
Well, it's obvious that you can't run into someone, but that was a close call, man.
It's going okay, Michael. I thought you had him, Mark.
11 through 50, we got Craftsman, Safety
Well, Mark looks like he's got a pretty good attitude considering what just happened. Adam's mic was broken there. Maybe we get back down there to him. But, man, it's good to see Mark smile.
Yeah, I would love to hear what Mark has to say, because it's going to be interesting to see what his take was on that restart, whether he says, hey, I was just trying to bring him down real slow and he got into me and got my rear wheels off the ground, or whether he said it just got flat run over and spun out.
This probably could be your winning moment for Mike Skinner, and that would be the restart just before the final restart. This is Mark Martin out in front of Ron Hornaday.
He tries to bring Ron down real slow. Ron gets in the back of him, lifts the rear wheels right off the ground. When the truck comes down, it's aimed the wrong way, and Mark tries to correct it, and into the infield he goes.
Well, you got to think that Mark Martin thinks that he shouldn't have got hit. Adam, did you get a chance to talk to Mark?
And Michael, we apologize for the technical issues that we had while we were talking to Mark. And as you know, Mark Martin, we just saw it last week when he finished second in the Daytona 500. He took the high road, had a smile on his face, and I think the motto for Mark Martin is enjoy 2007. So a driver that obviously was very disappointed when he made his way back into the motorhome lot, but a guy, as always is the case with Mark Martin, a true professional, took the high road here tonight, and he'll try to get him next time, I guess, in Racer Speak. Let's go over to hear from Ron Hornaday with Ray Dunlap.
Okay, and he's standing here. I said, do you want to watch the replay? You said, I don't need to, right? You lived it.
Yeah, I really hate to see that, especially Mark Martin. He brought us down to a good pace, and all of a sudden it started slowing up, and I can only push my brakes so far. And if you get all the way out of the gas, you unlock your rear, and you get back on the gas, you spin the tires, and the guy gets away. And he started stacking all of us up back there, and I just stayed with his bump. I didn't know I had him off the ground. Once I got him off the ground, he was done. But I feel bad for Mark, but I really feel good for the guys. I mean, we ran them down. We got past Skinner and running with Mark right there, and that restart come out. So it wouldn't have happened. We would probably finished second or had a good race with Mark. But the AES Chevrolet ran good all night, and I got to thank Rick Wren and all the guys. They've been working their guts out.
I know it's early in the season, Ron, but this is a great start for the season after a good run at Daytona and to come here for a second place.
Yeah, last year we had a wheel loose at Daytona and break a carburetor shaft. To come out of this thing and running a top 5 with all these guys, that tells you how much homework that Chevrolet's done over the wintertime and all these guys, and what Kevin Delane has done with his second truck to help our program out for the AES Chevrolet.
Okay, Ron Hornaday finishes second tonight here at California.